I'm blessed that I have my sisters around me, even though they're nosy as heck, but I'm glad that they are, you know, it shows that they're real concerned about me.
Said yes.
Oh my God.
I love you, Tamar. Tamar, will you marry me?
All right, y'all, buckle up, because we're diving into some seriously juicy Braxton family drama that's got everyone talking. If you thought the first season of their show was wild, season 2 is shaping up to be an absolute whirlwind. From explosive arguments to cryptic social media posts and some shocking new revelations, the Braxton sisters are out here proving that their reality show might just be the most dramatic one yet. But what's really going on behind the scenes? Let's get into it.
Salute to Tamar. I don't know what's going on, but I hope she figures out her situation. And where's her fiance?
So, word on the street is that the producers of the Braxton show are this close to throwing in the towel because they just can't handle the chaos anymore. It's been reported that filming for season 2 came to a screeching halt after yet another heated argument, this time between Tamar and her sisters. And while Tamar claims she wouldn't even be part of the show, guess what? She's still there, front and center in all the drama. Shocking? Not really. Let's be honest. Tamar thrives in the spotlight, and apparently, so does the drama that follows her. Now, let's rewind a bit and talk about what's been happening on set. Rumor has it that Toni Braxton, the eldest sister and arguably the most level-headed of the crew, walked off set in frustration. And why? She's reportedly fed up with all the fighting. Sources say that before their sister Traci passed, the Braxton women made a promise to her that they'd stick together and get along. But instead of honoring that, it seems like things have only gone downhill. And Toni apparently said enough is enough and walked away from the mess, leaving everyone else to sort it out. Can you blame her? Toni's been the glue holding this family together for decades, but even she has her limits.
Look, Kevin, how is he doing? You know, I'm worried about him. And I know he's going through a lot. I don't know.
Now, if you thought the drama stopped there, oh honey, think again. The sisters didn't even attend the premiere party for Tamar and Missy's cooking show. Yep, you heard that right. Not a single Braxton sister showed up to support. And while some might argue they weren't there because of Tamar, let's not forget it was also their mom's show. Missy deserved their support, and the fact that they couldn't put their differences aside for one night says a lot about the state of their relationships. And speaking of Miss E, let's talk about her for a second, because some fans are starting to speculate that she might be the real issue here. Think about it. This is a woman who's been through her own share of drama with her ex-husband Michael Braxton Sr. Miss E has been vocal about his infidelity and how it tore their family apart, and now she's even writing a book about it. But some are saying that the sisters' ongoing arguments might actually stem from unresolved issues with their mom. After all, in dysfunctional families, it's not uncommon for siblings to clash because they're too afraid to confront the real source of their anger. Could Miss E be that source? It's definitely something to think about.
But, you know, I think ultimately, you know, our kids want to see us happy.
Now, let's circle back to the ongoing feud between Tamar and Towanda because, wow, this one's a doozy. In season 1, we saw them barely getting along, and it doesn't look like much has changed. Towanda even posted a cryptic message on social media recently saying, "To everyone who has distanced themselves from me, kindly stay there." Ouch. Fans are convinced this was directed at Tamar, especially after a particularly tense counseling session featured in the show's first season. During the session, Tamar accused Towanda of not caring about her and only reaching out when cameras were rolling. Towanda, on the other hand, seems completely over it and has made it clear that her priority is her own household, not her dramatic sister. But let's not forget about Trina, who's been dragged into the mess thanks to their niece Ashley. If you haven't heard, Ashley's allegations have shaken the family to its core. She claims that when she was a teenager, one of her aunt's partners acted inappropriately toward her, and now she's speaking out about it. Fans were quick to speculate that Ashley was referring to Trina's ex-husband, Gabe, especially after she liked a comment on social media suggesting as much. And Gabe's track record? Let's just say it's less than stellar. He's been accused of some seriously questionable behavior in the past, and people are now wondering if Trina knew more than she let on.
It's just not something I will do. I'll speak the truth. And here's the truth. I've been a victim of domestic violence.
And it's not just fans pointing fingers. Ashley herself has been dropping hints that seem to confirm everyone's suspicions. In one of her TikTok videos, Ashley said she felt betrayed by certain family members who chose to side with the man in question instead of supporting her. She revealed that these lingering feelings of rejection have haunted her for years, and her therapy sessions have only recently helped her build the courage to speak out. What's even more shocking is Ashley's claim that certain family members continued to break bread with this man even after everything came to light. Talk about adding insult to injury.
It's the matter of this, y'all. Right, lights and benefits, man. You got boyfriends coming in the picture, coordinating something like this that should have happened decades ago.
What's really wild is how divided fans are over Trina's refusal to film a scene addressing the allegations. Some say she has every right to protect her own peace, while others think she's just avoiding accountability. A few fans have even accused Trina of being more concerned about her public image than her niece's well-being. And while Trina has remained relatively quiet about the whole thing, Ashley's decision to speak publicly has sparked a wave of support. Many are praising her bravery for coming forward, with one fan commenting, "It's about time someone in that family told the truth." But here's the twist. Ashley has hinted that her decision to go public isn't just about calling out the past. It's about wanting closure and healing. She's reportedly trying to reconnect with family members who've distanced distanced themselves from her since the incident, but it's unclear whether they're open to mending fences. For now, it seems like the Braxtons are caught in a cycle of blame and avoidance, and Ashley's revelations may be the push they need to finally confront their issues. Or, knowing this family, it might just lead to even more drama. Here's where it gets even messier. Producers reportedly wanted Trina to sit down with Ashley on camera to address the allegations, but Trina flat out refused. She even threatened to quit the show if they pushed her to film the scene. Her reasoning? She says it's not her story to tell, but fans aren't buying it. They think Trina is trying to avoid accountability, and the backlash has been intense. One fan commented, "Deceased or not, Gabe was wrong, and the niece should be able to speak her truth and be able to be around her family." Another chimed in, "I remember when Toni said if they were not sisters, she would be their friends. Blessings from Texas." Yikes.
Be there. She probably at the wrong cafe.
Well, she called me 11 times.
Did she say which one she was at? Did she give you a name?
Oh, the victim!
Oh, yes, honey.
And let's not forget the financial drama that's adding fuel to the fire. Apparently, Tamar and Toni are getting paid the most for the show, and that's not sitting well with the rest of the family. When you've got sisters arguing over money on top of everything else, it's no wonder things are spiraling out of control. Some fans are even calling for the show to end altogether, saying the Braxton sisters don't seem to like each other enough to make it work. If they weren't related, they wouldn't even speak, one person wrote online, and honestly, it's hard to argue with that. Oh, and while we're on the topic of Tamar, let's talk about her social media antics because wow, she's been busy. A few months ago, she temporarily shut down her accounts after a public outburst, only to come back a day later. Before the shutdown, she posted some pretty explosive comments calling her entire family toxic. She's also made it clear that she feels like the scapegoat in the family, but is she really, or is she just adding to the chaos? Fans are divided on this one. And then there's the issue of their niece Ashley and her plans to confront the family. She's been vocal about wanting to address the situation head on, and it looks like she's not backing down. But will the Braxton sisters be willing to face her? Or will this just lead to more arguments and finger pointing? Only time will tell.
We haven't celebrated it at all. We have to. Right? We shouldn't be arguing, fussing. We should be celebrating.
At this point, it's hard to say who's really to blame for all the dysfunction. Is it Tamar and her larger-than-life personality? Is it Trina and her refusal to address the past? Or is it Miss E, whose influence on her daughters looms large? One thing's for sure, the Braxtons have a lot of healing to do, and it's not going to happen overnight. So, what do y'all think? Should the Braxtons keep the cameras rolling, or is it time to pull the plug on this reality show? And who do you think is really at the center of all this drama? Tamar, Trina, or Miss E? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, stay tuned, because with the Braxtons, the drama never stops.